The president pardoning thousands of people who were convicted of using simple possession of marijuana on federal lands and within the District of Columbia. It's the latest round of clemencies from the White House aimed at rectifying so-called racial disparities in the criminal justice system. President Biden also granted clemency to 11 people serving what the White House called disproportionately long sentences for nonviolent drug offenses.
All right, we're going to bring in Melanie Collette. She is the former vice chair of the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women. We're going to be talking about this. Melanie, this is interesting that the White House is now taking a stance on pardoning these people that have had marijuana convictions. What's your take on it?
Because of racial disparity. Again, and this is the part that always makes me really mad. First of all, one of the things that they never take into consideration is the fact that many of these charges were knocked down from bigger charges. Also, those smaller charges contribute to the expansion of the bigger charges and the bigger criminal activity. And thirdly, most of this activity is taking place in those same neighborhoods that have racial disparities. So for all of those reasons, I like to see those people put under the jail and stay there. I have no problem with disproportionate sentences in this case.
My question for you, Melanie, is along those lines, and that why now? Why is Joe Biden coming forward with this sort of, interjection with marijuana charges? Why now?
Because he's struggling with the black vote. And all that this does, in addition, is just spread the mantra and the narrative that all black people smoke weed. But this is the kind of intervention that black people need. There's no kind of positive note that they ever do with the black community that says, hey, let's do this positive thing for the black community. It always is something negative, and quite frankly, it's a reverse kind of racism. It's insidious, it's underlying. We have to keep doing these things for black people because of all these negative things about black people.
What's also interesting, too, is we had reported on this yesterday on National Report, is the President Biden reached out to the President of Mexico about the border. Could this be because of the struggling polls? We're seeing at his poll numbers right now on immigration are terrible. We're also seeing this news here today about pardoning people with marijuana convictions. Is the Biden administration struggling right now to try to make up some ground?
They're struggling to make up ground because they're terrible. They're terrible at their job. Instead of using logic and common sense in these kinds of things, and the Constitution to govern and to legislate, they use identity politics, and they're trying to buy votes from people that, in my opinion, they really don't care about, because if you did care about them, you'd act differently. You'd enact policies that actually do benefit them instead of keeping them down generation after generation.